Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's a nice day out. It's supposed to rain a little bit later this evening, but today I got these. I got to cut the heads off, and we're gonna hopefully get that head mounted on that log loader today. So I figure I'll take some advantage of that. I bought all these. These are 5/8 bolts, and got to cut the heads off, and they will be mounted on all four corners to help guide that head as I set it down, because a Detroit diesel does not have a typical head gasket. It's got O-rings and they don't like to stay put. So let me get these cut and then pick back up where I left off. Alright, I'm cutting all the heads off and hope to make them roughly about the same length. Length doesn't really matter, but and then I'll thread them into the studs on the block, or the threaded holes on the block on the deck. Okay, I got all the ends ground, kind of tapered off so they don't catch on the head, and still got to tighten that there. But just figured I'll show you guys. I got the grinder working. Still need to come up with a cover there, so I don't electrocute myself. 3-phase 240 volts. So you can see I've been using it a little bit. It's got some grinding dust on it, but super happy with it still. Man, the thing's massive. That's a 12-inch wheel. So I got it hooked up to the 3-phase variable frequency drive, so I got to come all the way over here to shut it off, or shut the power off. I don't have to actually. I shut the power off to it though, because there's no cover, and I don't want, like my son electrocuting himself. All right, guys, I got some rags sucking up the last moisture out of the bottom here, and I put this silicone on, which is causing havoc right now, but I put a plastic garbage bag over this engine and put silicone in this groove, and I did that to seal it to keep moisture out, which it did a pretty good job. It's got a little, I don't know if you see in the oil there, some water, little milky, spots in here. Just these little dots in there, stuff, but for the most part, it's all good. So I'm gonna finish getting this silicone up and wipe everything down, pull the rags out, and put these bolts in here, and get it ready to put the head down. Okay, Brian and I got the perimeter gasket in, little crush gaskets or crush washers in, all the little white O-rings and black O-rings. Got the studs in, and hopefully we can get that head on without moving anything. We used this grease, 5 gallons of it. I can't remember what brand it is, doesn't matter, but multi-grease. Anyways, that Mobile, I think. Grease for holding the perimeter gasket down, and the little O-rings for the head made it quite a bit easier. Yeah, alright guys. Ryan and I got the sucker on. Still got the head little guide bolts done.
That was a great idea.
Yeah, there's no way we could have done it without that. That was a pain in the butt.
We had some bolts here on this side that were sticking through, that kept the head from sliding down nice and even.
Yeah, so we had to do it twice. But Brian's we're gonna use the copper never sees on the studs there and get it all together. All right, guys, that's it for today. I've got the head on, torqued down to 120 pounds. It needs to be torqued to 180. So I'll go back through that. My torque wrench only goes to 150. So got it all buttoned up, and I put rags in where each injector goes, and put the valve cover on just to kind of help button it up. But the head's at least on. The hard part is done. So hopefully tomorrow I'll go to work and get a torque wrench that goes like 200 foot-pounds, and then I can tinker on this little by little. But talk to you guys later. Stay safe, have fun.